Hey, you! Please! Please stop! I
How?
need your help!
Why?
Please!
I'm still shaking.
Must have been those Aurora bastards.
Oh, this place isn't like it used to be. The curiosities arena gets more violent by the day. It's because of all these weirdos.
I heard they're renting out rooms to terrorists in the Vori. How do you keep up a nice establishment with that kind of business model?
Okay, come on. Terrorists? Really?
Never been here. Seems dangerous. All those mutants. I always wondered if they're contagious. What exactly are you planning, Lieutenant? Force seems the most...
What the hell are you doing? Get back to work. You're putting a lot of lives at risk.
They will die beneath the eye of Father Son if they go up to repair the roof. The man knows this, but does not care about them.
Maybe you're too dumb to put it together. So let me spell it out for you, mutant. The roof needs to be fixed. By your kind. Now. We don't care how many of you die doing it either. You don't want to go up and repair the roof? Fine. Your choice. We'll just send your children and your elderly. All those too weak to rebel with you. Then, we'll execute you. You'll all die anyway, and without even doing any good. That what you want?
The man would send our children. The man is... They will go back to work. Leave our children be.
What's the problem? Why aren't you working?
Their kind work like one. If one is hurt, they all cannot work. And now they have one who is wounded, so they are all helpless. But the men do not want to help the wounded. They just want him back on the roof.
Where Where's your hurt friend? I may be able to help him. Here, your friend's as good as new. Back to normal.
Thank you. The man was very nice. They will go back to work now, and if they survive, will not forget what the man did for them.
Let's go. You can't just sit around while the city's exposed. Get back to work.
They would, but their tools are too damaged to work. With bad tools, they will be in the eye of father-son longer and die quicker.
Let me see your tools. Maybe I can fix them.
If the tools are made better, they can and will fix the roof.
To think that the city's life depends on an incomplete toolbox. Ridiculous. We should be able to fix it, right?
Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level. Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level. Let's go. You can't just sit around while the city's exposed.
They would, but their tools...
I'm not here for excuses. Get back to work. You had enough convincing? Ready to work again now?
Yes, they will go back to work with their bad tools, which will make their work slower and deaths quicker.
What does a man want?
Just to talk to you. You need to go back to work.
No, they will not. They will not die to go repair roofs broken by men. Men must find another way to fix it.
Listen, I know it's dangerous work, and the odds are pretty high that some of you may die doing it. But if you don't, the whole city will suffer, and all of you in the pen will die. Not just a few. I know it's an enormous sacrifice to ask, but it's for the greater good.
If the man tells them the truth, they have no choice. They will go back to work to save the many. They wish the man would protect the city better in the future, so these sacrifices never have to happen again.
Believe me, we're gonna try our best.
The man must think about those going to die for him. Not forget what he asked of them. What they did. But now, they must go back to work.
Unfortunately, this is beyond my skill level. Hey there, you in charge of the mutant pen? Name's Technomancer, Ophir officer.
Hey, yeah. Pen's my responsibility. Sure. Dan Stewart, what can I do for you?
I managed to stop the rebellion. The mutants should resume work soon.
There's a bit of good news. Sure it wouldn't have ended so well without your help. I would have lost my job, so thank you. Make the slightest move, you're dead.
Hello, Scott. My captain told me that she wanted to see you.
Is it related to you? Are you sick?
No. Not that I know of. She didn't tell me why.
Oh, well, should I take my pouch then? It's an important question. I should still take it, though, but it's a little heavy. All right, I'm leaving without it.
I think I have a problem with going through your friend's things. I hope whatever you're looking for, it's worth it.
I'm trying to find information about the past. It's personal, okay?
Forget it. You couldn't understand. The officers, they aren't like us. They're above all that.
Hello, Mancer.
Hello. Do you know Captain Eliza?
What a woman. Nothing gets by her. Too old-fashioned and boring. She doesn't laugh often, but at least she's fair. She's your captain, right? Believe me, it could have been worse.
What do you know about the Vori?
That they're a bunch of assholes. They're behind all the shit going on around the city. Extortion, forced prostitution, corruption. The worst stuff out there, I bet you there's a Vori behind it. If I were you, I wouldn't get close to those guys. It's the best way to end up completely corrupt or completely dead.
You travel a lot. You must know the merchants well, no?
Well, actually, not really. I sometimes see a few of them on remote roads. Those guys crisscross the planet, and not only the shadow paths. They use sand sails, which don't give them as much flexibility as a rover. Still pretty smart, though. They don't even seem to mind traveling at night, unlike most corporate folks, because Mars is their landscape. They know it better than most. Ever hear about their secret city? Dunno if that's true. I respect their being free and well-traveled, but I've never had the opportunity to chat with them. And I'm cautious of people who are not loyal.
I found some of your father's letters.
I knew it. Tell me.
Most of the correspondence was friendly. They were very close. Some letters gloss over an the last letter I found is a bit...
What did he mean? Do you remember?
You're...
It's true that it's...
No.
We have to find out what this is all about. You have to...
I'm sorry to... You Angela Seeker, Scott's wife?
Ex-wife? What did the drunk do this time?
Nothing bad. He's a friend.
A friend? Ah. Right.
Just looking for some information on one of his friends. Mark. And your son.
Get out. Get out! What right do you have coming around digging up the past?
I'm not here to make you relive your pain, and I'm sorry if that's what it looks like, but I'm here for Mark's daughter. She sent me to try to figure out what happened to her father.
I'm sorry that young woman's suffering the pain of loss, too. But I can't drown in mine anymore. I won't. Won't talk about it again.
Listen, I think Mark's disappearance was tied to Scott's research, and your son. And I know you were a researcher too, so I'm hoping you'll be able to help me understand the research better, and maybe even find your old friend.
The drive to dissect even the smallest details, to try to understand how and why. That thirst once drove me too, but I let it go. There was no well deep enough to satisfy that thirst. I was never as involved as Scott. In truth, I began to give up my work once we had our son. The focus of my research had been the study of animal mutations with the goal of vaccine production. And always wondered if... Because of that, I had been the conduit that carried the infection to my son. Scott was more interested in genetics and its medical applications. The second our son showed signs, though, I completely stopped my research. If I hadn't told Scott, he would never even have noticed. And his answer was to swear he could find a cure. He really believed that with his work in genetics and mine in vaccination, that we could save our son. But I was too devastated to help him. All I wanted to do was spend every second with our son before he was taken away from us. Which, of course, happened. And Scott and Mark took off on a... And while he was... That's all I know.
Hell, I can feel for what the old man's been through. I've known some folks myself who went through the same thing. Breaks us up and stressing about never being able to have kids again. Never again. They sterilize families who have it to make sure they don't have it anymore.
Yeah, but it's the only way to protect our own time. At least now I understand what... Touch your soul.
Hello, Mancer.
Hello? I talked to Scott's ex-wife.
So, what did she say?
It's an awful story. Her son. Anyway, their son was struck by mutation. They took him away from them, of course, but it made Scott go crazy, and he was convinced that he could find a remedy. He asked for your father's help, so they left together, and were gone for a long time. Their exploration apparently didn't lead to anything concrete for the boy, and Scott descended into madness. And then one day, Mark left. His ex thinks that it was to bring back something useful for his research, and he never came back.
Shit. So my father's disappearance is related to that poor kid? It's really awful what they must have gone through. That explains a lot about why he's so crazy, and also why he behaves as if we were his kids. Thank you, Zach. That doesn't answer all my questions, far from it, but I have a better grasp of what happened. My father disappeared by helping his best friend, who was going through a rough patch and wanted to heal his child. It's a sad, but I'm gonna...
You're not like other girls, are you?
Is that supposed to be a compliment? Or are you being a wise ass?
You took on a tough job. Driving places you don't know, taking soldiers on missions, scouting the front lines.
It's easy to do anything when you love what you do. I love not being stuck under a roof. Getting out there, you know? You call it tough, I call it lucky.
Exactly why I said you're different. Average person, girl or guy, lives on the safe side. They may not love the city, but they know it. So, they stay there.
Life's what you make of it, and I want to make it an adventure.
Think I may just take her up on.
You already back, Lieutenant Zachariah?
Captain.
Zachariah, a pleasure as always. What may I do for you?
I've returned, Great Master, with the relic from the Aurora evacuation. It's a tablet filled with text, and I don't have a clue how to decipher it.
A glorious day. You have no idea what this means, Zachariah. The language is indeed difficult, and most no longer have the knowledge or ability to understand it. Most, but not me. I will begin deciphering immediately. We will know soon enough the vast wealth of secrets it holds. Jean was certainly right in his appraisal of you. Your worth has already proven to be infinitely valuable. A word of warning, Zachariah. Words spreading about your missions. Things you've been able to accomplish. If there is an ASC spy among...
Thank you for the warning.
Colonel Ian Mancer came by looking for you. Hope this isn't going to be a habit, Lieutenant. His problems aren't yours anymore. You're part of my unit now. We clear?
Of course. I'll go see him on my own time, not yours, Captain. I gotta find that spy. Maybe I should ask around.
Lieutenant, sorry to bug you, but I gotta talk to you about something. Look, Lieutenant, maybe it's just because I'm not used to life in the city, but
Cut to the point, soldier.
I think we're being tailed, sir. I think someone's been watching us, but I don't know why.
All right. Any ideas how to figure out who it is?
Hell yeah. I ain't no hunter for nothing, sir. I'd say we could leave from, say, the barracks or something and head towards the exchange. But, you know, act casual like it's just another day. We just treat it like we're out for a walk. Then, once we know we're being followed, we lead him to a trap down a dead-end road. And pow! You've got him. Or her. Whoever it is.
That's one way to go. All right. Why not? Let's try it. See what happens.
Lieutenant?
I want to know my men better. Tell me a bit about yourself.
Oh, great. Show and tell. Yay.
I'm gonna leave you alone. Seems
Colonel Ian Mancer came by looking for you. Hope this isn't going to be a habit, Lieutenant. His problems aren't yours anymore. You're part of my unit now.
Of course. I'll go see him on my own time, not yours, Captain. Have a moment, Captain?
Depends what you need it for.
Just want to get to know you better, Captain.
I don't usually mix business and pleasure, Lieutenant, but...
Can I ask about your relationship with ASC?
Tread carefully, Lieutenant. One might start to wonder the purpose of your questions. But here's my answer. We're all forced to work with them, but it doesn't mean I have to be happy about it. Too much power too quickly leads to arrogance. They're brash and too quick to act. And quite frankly, as they've risen in power, it's no coincidence that the dissenters... They're a great source of I trust you won't repeat.
My lips are sealed, Captain.
Lieutenant?
What do you think about Jeffrey Hunter?
He's a village idiot who thinks he can brown-nose his way to a promotion. Fucking reject. And no, he ain't my friend. If you haven't...
What do you do when you're off duty?
Nothing special. And I ain't married, so... When I ain't with them, I'm at the bar. Drowning the shitstorm that my life's become. Not exactly a picture-perfect life, but it's mine. And hell, I get paid...
At your command, Lieutenant.
Have a second to talk?
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah. Like, just you and me, or...
Yeah, just you and me. I like to know my men.
Wow, that's... yeah.
So what's your life like when you're not on duty?
Tell you the truth, Lieutenant, not much to tell. I try to visit the city, make some friends, you know, because I don't really know too many folks yet. And my whole family's back in Greenhope, which is kind of too far to travel for my leave. And, oh yeah, there's also, you know, I try to still do some hunting. Though there's not much more than small critters in the underworks. Not a great hobby for the city.
You have a good childhood?
Oh yeah, you know it, Lieutenant. Really nice growing up, running around in the fields. They were good times, Lieutenant. But everybody's got to grow up and move on. There was a lot of hunters in Greenhope, too. Plus, off I went to the big city to join up. And, you know, since I was a sharpshooter, they signed me up and sent me here. Still not used to it. All the buildings, all the folks, all the concrete. But I'm happy, though.
Feels like a Greenhope souvenir stand. Kid must be missing home. Unless being messy's a crime, though. Doesn't look like he's doing anything wrong. Everything's clean in here. Looks just like the captain's work. Nothing that implies she's working with the ASC. I can't open it without a code. I can't open it without a code. I can't open it without a code. I can't open it without a code.
Lieutenant?
I know you're a drinking man, so what do you say we go grab one together?
Looks like it's my lucky day. Sure, why the hell not? Lead the way. So why don't you cut the bull and tell me why we're really here?
Sure.
You've been spying on me, Dave. Been reporting everything back to Victor. I don't like rats. That's not all right with me.
Is it a surprise I have no loyalty to you? I don't like you, Lieutenant. Never did. I sure as hell wasn't gonna risk making Victor angry at me to save your ass. Hell, I was downright excited to tell him what I knew. Even some shit I didn't know and just felt like making up. And in return, they left me the hell alone. All I ever wanted. And worth every moment. If you don't like it, complain to the Colonel.
Dave, I'm sorry, but a rat's a rat, and there's only one way to make it any different.
At least let me die with a weapon in my hand.
A little bird told me the opposition was spread.
By opposition, you mean terrorists? Seem quite sympathetic to their cause.
What? No! I'm just telling you what I've heard.